In today's video, I'm super excited to share with you guys my spiritual awakening journey and just what I believe spiritually. In most of my videos, I talk about mindset and energetics behind things, so I think it's clear that I am spiritual, but I wanted to make an entire sit-down video just kind of explaining what I believe. I think that sharing beliefs like this helps us find a common core belief together, and we can make our community strong with that. I'm just gonna kind of start from the beginning. This video might be kind of long, I don't know. I'm just gonna talk and kind of let it out. So growing up, I went to church. I went to a Baptist church. I'm from Oklahoma, so I live in the Bible Belt, or lived in the Bible Belt, and it's just kind of what everyone did. I went to church to socialize, not necessarily to learn about the Bible or anything like that, but it was just something most kids in my school did, so I did that as well, and I found friends there. I found community there, and everyone was kind where I went. Luckily, I had a pretty good experience with church. I didn't have negative, like severely negative experiences. I just remember some of the lessons we would be taught, I would disagree with them. Like I would feel in my chakras, I didn't know this at the time, but I would feel in my chakras that it didn't align for me, and I would just be curious why it wouldn't align. And I would be like, I know there's something out there. I know I believe in God, but it's not the God that they're talking about, you know? Like, I believe in something bigger than me, but I just remember being so confused because I didn't understand how this almighty, whatever God that they talk about could be so judgmental, and why there were so many rules and stuff like that. If you guys watch my channel, you know that like I'm not a rules person. I have to know why, I have to know how, I have to know the energetics behind things, you know? But I remember I went to church camps and I loved it, but it was really just a social thing for me. So I was constantly questioning what I believed in. I stopped going to church because I just didn't have like passion pulling me there, and I kind of like dropped all my friends eventually and moved, and it just never was something that stayed constant in my life. But so fast forward from me going to church and probably beginning of high school, middle school areas, probably died off. Church probably died off for me around sophomore, junior year of high school. So from there, let's go ahead and fast forward to 2018. In 2018, I went through a pretty bad breakup. It's a huge story to tell, so I'm not gonna get into it. But that breakup triggered me to do some soul searching and triggered me to kind of look outside of my box of what I believed was possible. And I remember my brother having tarot cards probably 2 years before that, or a year before that, or something like that, and him being really into them and me not understanding them and being honestly judgmental. And I remember in 2018, I just started using his tarot cards that 2 years previously. I was like, this is so silly. Like, what is this? So I remember the first thing that got me into spirituality were tarot cards. I, growing up, watched like Psychic Kids. I would watch very esoteric shows and crime shows. I remember my mom watching Medium growing up, where this lady's a medium and she helps the cops do all this stuff. And I remember being like, I could do that. And I didn't understand that that wasn't a quote unquote normal thing. And I also grew up very sensitive with my emotions, and very sensitive to other people, and very introverted. And I didn't understand that that was a gift. I got into tarot cards, but the reason I got into them was because I wanted my ex back. I would watch tarot card readings on YouTube after I got introduced to them, and then I started doing them myself. I bought my own decks and all of that, and it was really exciting to get into, but I was really doing it for validation. I was looking at the cards for them to give me some kind of answer and some kind of concrete direction, and that's not what they're used for. That really opened up my eyes. I started watching so many tarot card readings I cannot even explain, and I started really just sitting in action and taking in a lot of knowledge. I think that's pretty common with spiritual journeys. At the beginning, you kind of crack open this book of like, whoa, there's so much to learn here. What do I learn first? So for me, it was just really watching tarot card readings. I have a very strong pull in me naturally ever since I was a child that I want to create financial independence. I think I'm that person in my family. I know I'm that person in my family that I just felt my guides be like, shut up, be confident, be true. I'm the person in my family that's going to create generational wealth. I grew up in a poor family, and I know for a fact from a young age, I've known for a fact that that's something that I am here to change. So the beginning of my spiritual journey was coming from suffering. It was coming from, I don't want to suffer anymore. I want to learn how to make my life better. I want to learn what my parents don't know. I want to learn the things that are underneath the surface that nobody's really paying attention to, because I want to show everyone eventually that I can go from this shitty life, how I saw it growing up, this shitty life, to a life that I'm proud of, a life that I created on my own, and a life that is magical and beautiful, and I'm happy to live every single day, and I'm filled with gratitude. At the beginning, I very much wanted to do everything perfectly, which now I obviously know there's no perfect way to do anything, and it's not what you do, it's how you do it, right? It's the energetics behind what you're doing. When I like things, I really like things. So I went deep in the rabbit hole. I started getting into candles, different colors, different synchronizations, different numbers and the meanings behind the numbers, you know, 222, 444, 1111, 111, all of these things. I remember they would pop up everywhere, and I started using like money candles because I thought they were gonna fix all my problems, and tarot cards because I thought they were gonna fix all my problems, and crystals and all of these things, which I'm wearing a crystal bracelet right now. We'll get to it. We figured out a way to incorporate everything, but it's from a different place now. It's not from a place of please fix me, it's from a place of I want to understand me, right? So I got all into it. I would go to all the crystal stores, all of the spiritual esoteric stores, get all the tarot cards, get all the candles, get all the things to make my life better. And guess what? My life never got better until I realized that I was the one that was going to have to do the changing, and it wasn't these tools that I was trying to force to do the work for me. I didn't understand that there was work to be done and my brain and beliefs to be changed around. I thought, oh, I bring this thing with good energy by me, and then I will attract good things because a good thing is by me. For a lot of my journey, I felt very crazy, and sometimes I still feel like that. I feel like if I say my full beliefs, I'll be ostracized, or people will not like me or whatever, or think I'm weird or way too out there or whatever it is. It's honestly something I've worked a lot on. It's been about 3-4 years of my spiritual journey of knowing what I'm practicing and what I'm feeling, and practicing analyzing my emotions. And spirituality has definitely changed my life, but it's not the tools that have done that. It's me. It's me not wanting to suffer anymore, you know? It's me being willing to admit the fact that I have been molested, and that I have had an abusive relationships, and that I have done shitty things to people myself, and just really being okay with sitting with that darkness and being okay with it, and knowing that I'm a good person no matter what outside circumstances have presented themselves to me. That doesn't mean that I'm doomed. It honestly shows me how bad life can be, so I can see the polarity of how life can be good as well. Spirituality has made me understand that bad things happen to everyone and good things happen to everyone, and you get to attract what thing you want depending on how you react to the circumstance that is presented to you. It's helped me understand that I am nothing close to a victim, and I have chosen every single thing that I've ever been through here. Now we're gonna get into the very esoteric part. I'm gonna get into what I believe happens after death, what I believe happens before we even come to Earth. I believe that I chose to be here. I believe that I said I want to come to this earth and I want to experience everything that this earth has to offer. I believe that I laid out a plan, my soul laid out a plan for me and laid out everything that I'm going to experience in this life. And I think that no matter what direction I go down, it will all lead me to the same place. I believe that after I die on this planet, I will just resurrect somewhere else. After I choose where to go again, after my soul is floating around in the abyss of nowhereness in the universe. I believe that we are all here to do good things. I believe we are all here with a specific message in mind. And I believe that we're here to kind of peel back the onion that allows us to do the job that we were sent here to do, that we came here to do. I believe that we came here to do a lot of healing. I believe that we've all had past lives, some of us more than others, some of us less than others, but I believe that we have all been somewhere else before. And I believe that a lot of us have been in the same places before. That's why we click. And that's what I believe soul families are. People that you have been to other planets with, people that you have been other places in the universe with. You feel that soul connection because you literally have been with them somewhere else before. It doesn't matter if it was in a different form, whether you're a beep bop boop alien, or if you're a angel, or if you're a whatever, or you're a dog in a past life, or you were on Venus in a past life. There are so many different things, and I know this can get to the part where people are like, oh, like calm down, but this is what I truly believe. I believe that our birth charts are kind of like maps to help us along our life. And I believe that I have angels on every side of me. I believe that when I'm talking to myself and I feel that charge, that I'm talking to someone that is there, but someone that I can't see, someone that isn't as dense as me, someone who hasn't taken a full human form, but they are here. I believe that my grandmother is over my shoulder at all times, watching me and helping me with my finances, because that is my purpose for being here. My purpose is to create financial independence and to enjoy my life and to show people after me that they are allowed to enjoy their lives as well. My purpose is to show other people that we're allowed to be happy, we're allowed to have a good time here, and that we're not just placed here for no reason. We came here to enjoy the trees and the leaves and the sand and the ocean and the things that we can touch, because when we are not in these bodies, we're not going to be able to touch these things anymore. And I believe that we were sitting in the 5D realm being like, I want to touch things, I want to experience things, please put me on this beautiful planet. And now we're here, but we have amnesia. We forgot that this planet is an experience. This planet is a game. This planet is something that we all wanted to do. We get stuck in suffering, and I believe our purpose, every single one of us, is to get out of that suffering and to literally just enjoy your life and just be here and to see things and to breathe in the beauty of what is going on here on Earth. We are sitting on a rock next to other rocks, floating in perfect synchronicity next to each other. They never get too close, they never get too far. We see stars at night that are balls of fire in the sky. Women create children from literally nothing and hold them in their bodies, and their bodies know exactly what to do every step of the way. Trees grow out of the ground for no rhyme or reason. There are animals on this planet that we don't even know exist, but yet we think we know everything about the universe and what it has to offer. And we think we know best. When the universe is laying out our plan, we block it and block it and block it because we want to be right. But the universe just is. It just is. And we don't understand that as humans. It's a hard concept to swallow. It's a hard concept to swallow that if you weren't here, the same exact system would be going on. It's just a system that allows life to flow. And I am just lucky enough to be here and be a part of that system and learn that system and feel through that system and see what works for me and interact with that system and interact with the animals and interact with the plants and interact with the humans and interact with the ideas and the concepts and the knowledge that I get to accumulate here on this earth. I believe that that nothing is a coincidence, and I know that's a huge meme now, but I really truly believe that nothing here is happening by accident. Everything is happening because there's a system in place to make that thing happen, and that system is here on purpose. I believe that there's so much out there that we don't even know about, so I think it's very limiting to think that you know anything. I believe that we will never know exactly why we're here until the end of our life, when we get to see exactly how everything played out and all the lessons we were here to learn, because genuinely that's it. I think that's all there is. We're just here to learn lessons and to experience good things, and that's why I'm so passionate about helping people live the life that they want to live and explaining these concepts to people, because people think life is here so we can suffer, but life is here so we can thrive. I believe that I chose my parents. I believe that I chose my brother. I believe that I put myself in the perfect circumstance that allowed me to grow. I believe that I chose before this life to go through the hard things that I've been through in this life, and that's hard to swallow because I've been through some shitty things, but it's just for my growth, and it has nothing to do with who I am as a person. It's just something I've experienced, and what a story. What a story my life is already at 22 years old, you know? What a story that I've been able to take all of this darkness and create light. What a story at only 22. Imagine 42 and 62 and 82 and 102. Imagine the beautiful story that we're creating. And I believe when you look at life that way, life becomes a lot less suffering and a lot more just being grateful that we're even able to be here and able to touch things and able to experience what is here. I believe that we can have literally anything we want in this life. I believe that that is our purpose. Let me know if you guys resonate with this video down below. Let me know what it is that you do resonate with. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like me, subscribe to my channel for more insightful conversations like this, because I love this. And don't forget to follow my OnlyFans, my Instagram, and wherever else you can find me is going to be in the description down below. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video where we will talk about more energetic things and beautiful spiritual concepts. I love you so much. Bye, guys.